Have you heard what Paulo Costa had to say about his whole wine incident before the Isreal Adesanya fight?
No, I have not heard this.
Well, let me tell you, and let me tell the audience, especially if you guys haven't heard the story. So, Paulo Costa, we've all heard him. He's blaming his leg, like a leg injury, of why he lost his fight. You've heard that one, right? You've heard that excuse? Yep. So he was having bad leg cramps the day before the fight. So in order to help him go to sleep, he had a glass of wine. But then that glass of wine didn't help, so he had another. Then he had half the bottle. And then he drank a full bottle of wine the night before his fight. So he said that the next day when he was fighting, he was hung over. This has to be the worst excuse I've ever heard.
Yeah, I don't really know what he's going for on that one. He's just kind of making himself look like more and more of a fool.
Like, what? Do you even buy the leg injury first? Do you buy the leg injury?
I mean, everyone's dealing with something when you're at that level. There's no way that any fighter. I think any fighter rarely goes into a fight at 100%, like in all aspects of their body. Like, there's just no way. You're doing too much all the time. All that wear and tear. So sure, he could have a little nick on his leg. Was it the reason he lost to Adesanya? Absolutely not.
If he wasn't hungover, assuming he was hungover, even if he wasn't, he was still gonna get his stuff
He was
caved
yeah,
in,
he was still gonna get raw dogged.
right?
In the wise words of Darren Till.
Off off the top of your head though, have you heard a worse excuse than this one?
I mean, I rarely ever hear fighters making excuses in general. So yeah, probably this is off the top of my head. This is probably the worst excuse because normally people will just say he beat me
Right?
rather than I'm hungover the night before a fight. Like
Maybe,
that just doesn't make sense. Like you
maybe,
just say you didn't want to win.
right?
You're the biggest fight of your life. You just didn't care. Like that just kind of makes you look pathetic.
Yeah, man. Ever since I heard Paulo Costa in his lead up to the Israel Adesanya fight, I never really cared about him, and now I'm just liking him less and less every single time he opens his mouth because man, he's more just annoying than anything. It's so stupid. Why do you think this story is going to help your case of why you lost? You think it's going to make things look better? It's
Right, or
making
gain
things
you
worse.
fans? No.
No, no, because that's what excuses, right? Excuses to make your loss look less bad. If anything, I think this makes it look worse. That hey, you got drunk the day before your fight.
Yeah, like you deserve to get your ass kicked at that point. Like, thank goodness.
Right? Dude,
You ain't no John Jones. You ain't
well,
good enough for that,
at
son.
least Blake, at least John Jones was partying the week before the fight, not the day before the
Right?
fight.
And he's still got the dub. You
John Jones
gotta
can
get the
party.
W. If you're gonna be a freaking idiot, you gotta get the W.
Look how different of a story this could have been. You could have been, hey, yeah, if Paulo Costa won, you'd be like, yeah, I got drunk last night. I still came out.
Right, dude. Oh,
Oh man.
that'd be great.
Oh no, but then you got destroyed in round
I
two,
got
and
wine
then you got
drunk
dry humped.
before. I got wine drunk the night before and
You
still
get
whipped your
wine
ass.
drunk.
Come on.
At least John Jones got slammered and did cocaine. Okay, you got wine drunk.
Wine drunk? Like you could have been taking some Patron shots or something. Like I don't know. What's a fancy alcohol?
What's a
I don't really
Brazilian
drink like
drink?
that.
Is
I don't. That's another question that we're kind of just running ourselves into a corner here.
I don't. I don't drink, so I don't know what the hell a Brazilian drink could be. I guess it's wine. I guess it's wine.
That's their drink of choice, I guess.
Hey, but Blake, maybe instead of like taking actual medicine that exists to help you fall asleep, maybe just drink wine
Yeah,
instead, man. Just
melatonin. Never heard of that, right? They
come
don't
on, you can
sell it.
get wine on Fire Island, but you can't get some melatonin. You can't get some.
They literally sell that in like every Walmart known to mankind.
You can't get
So
some Nyquil. You tell me you can't get some Nyquil. I,
that stuff I wouldn't mess with the night before a fight. That stuff gives you the
oh,
craziest.
but you mess with wine. But you get wine drunk.
No, that night I wouldn't do that either. If I was getting in a fist fight the next day, I probably would not be getting wasted the night before.
I wish you didn't have to say that. You would think that's obvious, but I guess not.
Probably just be kicking back.
Oh, I am, man. I don't know what to tell you.